Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. Gold Rush Rick Ness makes big sacrifice to chase gold dreams. Gold Rush fans were disappointed last season when Rick Ness didn't return to the show. However, Ness was dealing with some mental health issues. He appeared in one episode and explained what was going on to his crew. It sounds like Rick is trying to move on and is back this season. Here is a look at the sacrifice Rick had to make to return to Gold Rush this season. Rick Ness is back on Gold Rush this season after sitting out last season. He did actually appear in one episode last season when his crew showed up at his home to ask him what he was doing. Rick explained he suffered from seasonal affective disorder, which is a form of depression. This affects people based on the changing of seasons. It affects people at a specific time every year and is usually dependent on people whose jobs are during specific seasons. However, Rick also had another problem he was dealing with. He was seeing therapists and realized he hadn't been to his mother's home since her death the previous year. Rick owned her home since her death, but he said he hadn't stepped foot in it since she died and realized that this was part of the personal trauma that he struggled with. He admitted the depression arrived after his mom died, and he had not reconciled the death yet 1 year later. This season, Rick returns to Gold Rush, and he has dealt with part of the trauma. Rick sold his mother's home to finance his return to mining this season. That was one of the things I had to come to terms with, Rick said via TV Insider. He said that he kept putting it off, and that was the wrong thing to do. I walked through that door, packed her house up, and took what I wanted to remember my mom by. Then I had to sell the house to ultimately fund my comeback here. Rick Ness said that he has his memories, but a house is a house. Now that house has allowed him to return to mining, which is his true journey. He said he built a new team from scratch. He said this was important because he trusted too easily in the past. This season should see Rick working with a new set of miners. Rick also said that he wants to send a message to fans this season on Gold Rush. He wants to make sure that he lets people know it is not embarrassing to ask for help if someone is dealing with mental health issues. There should be no stigma attached. This is what happened to me. I wasn't going to hide from it, Rick said. I think if other people see that, maybe it will help them too.